Hey everybody, this is Pastor Ron. Touching base. Been a minute since I've been on. I think it's been over a month since I made my last video. But I pray that all is going well with you as I am still everything is going well with me. It's kind of funny. Today I was preparing my sermon for this weekend, and I was in my office. And typically, what I like to do is start playing some gospel music before I really get into the Word, to study and go back into the things that I've been marinating on and reading and throughout the week. And inadvertently got distracted. I usually play certain songs that I want to hear on YouTube, and I got to a song by a gospel artist by accident, Tamla Mann, called "God Provides," and it really touched my heart in a special way, mainly because I think it was a song that I needed to hear today. I'm in my fourth month of unemployment, fourth month of looking for a job, and like one of the videos I did before, sometimes it gets hard and difficult for us to move forward or to remain positive because we identify so much by what we do as who we are. This job becomes who we are, and forgetting who we belong to and that who we're supposed to be and who it is that we're supposed to serve. And here in this fourth month, where it just really seems like, why is it so difficult at this point in time? Why is it so hard? Especially when you've spent your time, like me, working very hard to develop a reputation and relationships with people, but not just any old reputation and any old relationships. I'm talking about what appeared to be solid, rock solid relationships built on an impeccable reputation, and a reputation that is beyond reproach in the industry. I would even dare say that there's nobody better than me at what I do, and it's not because I'm bragging about it. It's because the numbers that my job produced said that what I did at Toyota was the best in history. But here I am, 4 months without a job. 4 months after years of working in my field, years of building these relationships. And I find myself right here in this place. And one of the lines in that song says that my faith can't rest just on the things that I see. So here we are at a place that 4 months in really gets to a place where you have to test your faith and trust and belief in God. If our faith was only based on things that we see, when it really doesn't take anything for that, because it's always there. Faith only becomes faith when you trust in God in spite of what you see. When you take that step, when you believe in a person, when you forgive people for what they've done, when you trust God when everybody else says, do it this way. That's when faith becomes important. When I heard that song that God provides, and I think about the fact that 4 months of unemployment, and not one bill has been late, not one missed rent payment. Everything is taken care of, and instead of, I just had a physical not too long ago. I committed to my doctor that I would lose 20 pounds, and I think I've probably lost 2. So 4 months of unemployment, and I haven't lost any weight. This is just one of those periods of time that I've really had to come to terms with who I am, where I am with my faith, believing and trusting in God, and reaffirmed that the struggle that I'm in is going to be a testimony for somebody, whatever it is that they're going through, questioning whether they believe in God, questioning their existence, questioning whether or not they're worthy of God to step in and intervene. This is for you, because every doubt you've had, every question that's been raised, every dissenting vote against you, against your future, and against your faith, is null and void because God will provide. When he tells us in Malachi about tithing that you bring the tithes into the storehouse so that there may be meat in my house, test me on this and see will I not open up the windows of heaven and will pour out such a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive. That was Malachi 3. Test me on this, he says. So during this time of unemployment, I still continue to give. I get my little unemployment, I tithe off my unemployment. The little bit of money I get from the church, I tithe off the church. If anything comes to me, I tithe. And even when I don't have any money coming in, I still give. And it's not a tip. It's not $5 in the basket, not even $20 in the basket. We have to remain faithful to God, believing that God is going to provide, believing that God is true to his word when he said that he would never leave us nor forsake us. So I am encouraging you today, and I'm encouraging myself that God will provide. If you continue to trust, if you continue to believe, and you continue to keep your faith in him, you will definitely see that God will provide. So pray for me as I pray for you, that God will step in, show up, and show out so that the world will have a testimony. Oh, before I forget, here's the reason why I know God is going to do something not only for me, but he's going to do something for you. When the children of Israel were in the wilderness and they did their thing, forsaking God and partying, and God wanted to strike them down, he told Moses specifically he wanted to destroy these people. And Moses reasoned with him. And he said, what would the world think? I'm paraphrasing here. What would the world think if you destroy your chosen people? See, God Moses knew, God knew that when you have people who have faith in God and they are demonstrating some semblance, even just the smallest amount of faith in him, he can't destroy you, because destroying you would do nothing for the testimony for the world. The whole point of us being who we're supposed to be is that so we can show the world that having faith, having a testimony after we've come through the trial, is proof that God does not leave us nor forsake us. And so he can't leave us. He can't forsake us. He can't leave us alone. He is not out to get you, as somebody told me once. They felt God was out to get them. God is not out to get you, because he knows that if you fail, that if you are destroyed, that if everything falls apart for you, that's what the world will see instead of the testimony that's going to come after the test. So again, pray for me. And I pray for you that you remain strong, that you remain steadfast, you remain faithful, and you continue to trust in God through all things, because God will provide. This is Pastor Ron. As always, I love you, and I'm looking straight at you. There is nothing you can do about it.